Hey guys, this is AusDish, and today I'm going to show you guys a video which I took about a year ago. And the reason why I haven't uploaded that 2 months later from that time is because I had some other things to do in personal life, and also I was busy at the time, and also there were other videos that I was being caught up with. So I'm very sorry of putting this a year later. But it's a very interesting experience that I wanted to show you guys, so hopefully it can motivate you to go to Japan, to Nagano, and experience this, how to say, a once in a 7-year time event with your own eyes. Take a look. Hello everyone, this is AusDish, and today I am at Nagano prefecture. It's because that tomorrow I'm going to meet my family, just a family meetup again. And since I have the time today, why not come to Nagano city to see here, Zenkoji Temple, one of the historical temples in Japan and in Nagano prefecture. And as you can see, there's a lot of people here right now. It's because that right now is the Gokkaicho period. And what is Gokkaicho is that the Buddha statues placed in this temple is released to the public, and now everyone has a chance to actually get closer to the Buddha statue that's been placed here and pray. And this only happens once in 7 years, and so it's a pretty big thing. And it all started from this April, and they're going to end at this June. And since I had the time to come into Nagano, why not actually come to this place to actually see the Gokkaicho? Because if I don't, it's going to be another 7 years coming back. So this episode will be about me exploring Zenkoji during the Gokkaicho, and I hope you guys can enjoy, because this is only one of a lifetime maybe of experience. So let's go. Ooh. Good timing. To reach Nagano, it takes about 1 hour and 40 minutes by Shinkansen from Tokyo. The first thing I found amazing when I arrived at Nagano station is that I was welcomed by these huge pillars. The height of these pillars is about 80 meters, and the entire roof itself is about 140 meters. The theme of this giant roof is to show locals and guests that Nagano is famous for its temple-centered town, and expressed as a gateway to one of Japan's largest temple, Zenkoji, which I'll be showing you later on. So, as I said in the beginning, Gokkaicho. During last year was a special time for Zenkoji, as they were holding Gokkaicho last year, which is a temporal event for opening the main doors of the Buddha statue to the public. Some temples have similar events, but differ when they open the main doors. As Zenkoji, for instance, they held the opening doors once in 6 years, so it can be a once in a lifetime moment to witness if you live outside of Japan. As I start to head to Zenkoji, I walk through Nakamisedori, where they have numerous shops and snacks to distract me before heading to the temple. While I was reaching to the middle point, I've reached one of the first highlights, a gate to Zenkoji called Jinzomon. The gate itself was built about more than 100 years ago, and what's fascinating about this gate is that it has 2 large wooden guardians called Nyozo. The statues are menacing and well detailed from bit by bit, so I do recommend to stop by and take a closer look. While I was walking along the main street, I happened to follow this very long line which took me about 30 minutes to get through. As I'm almost near to the end, I can see this huge wooden pillar which is one of the highlights of the Gokkaicho. This pillar is called Ekobashira, which represents the main Buddha statue placed in the temple. The thin rope wrapped around the pillar, which is connected to the temple, shows the strong connection to the Zenkoji itself, and you can have actually the chance to touch it. As I touched the pillar and it was already noon, I've decided to get some lunch.
So I finally touched the pool and then get some souvenirs for myself and got my ticket here right now. So it's a good time to get some lunch and get some energy before I get up in some more lineups, which I just saw when I was at the temple. So I'm gonna get some nice good old fashion local soba of Nagano.
Nagano is famous for soba, which I happened to find multiple shops around the temple. During this trip, I happened to eat at one of the oldest shops around the area, having decent great soba with different types of tempura mushrooms. Speaking of soba, while I was walking around, I happened to find an interesting instant soba. Okay, so I'm gonna try this this yaki soba or soba version of cup of instant noodle. So I gotta mix this first before I eat it. Hope it's good. I feel like the spice will kick up something. So, and the sauce is a bit, when I taste it's a bit sweet. So hopefully it matches with this type of this noodle. And actually, to be honest, this one is not actually made of soba. Actually, I didn't check what it was made out of, but it does say that it's not soba. So apparently it's a bit colored, but I think it's with some type of ingredient that's mixed with the noodles to feel like it's soba. So I'm gonna taste of it. Hope it's good. Fingers crossed. Itadakimasu. Oh wow. Oh, really good. The sauce matches really well. Oh, and the little spice, the shichimi spice from the local area of that area, it does match. It tastes good. I actually like it. I would say because it's a very limited edition, maybe I give it 10 out of 10. Yeah, to be honest, compared to normal other instant sobas, and especially it's not soba. So if you have a chance to go to Zenkoji a few years later, trying this, please try it. I really recommend, if you're not allergic to anything, but try it if you want, if you can. After having some nice soba and walking around the temple, I've came back to the main point to finally see and pray the Buddha statue of this temple. Sadly, photography was permitted inside the temple, so let me explain to you through this map. Okay, so let me explain to you since I can show you guys what's inside. So I started around here entering the temple,
and we had to take a long line, which basically takes a little zigzag. And around here is the place that we can pray to the Buddha statue. The Buddha statue is placed around here. It's very far, a bit far, but you can still see it in the glance. But yeah, this is how we took. We can see and pray. And after that, we just moved to this underground staircase. It's called the Okkaidan Meguri, which is kind of a dark hallway, a little bit gloomy maybe. It has some little gloomy lights, and you have to find a key lock, which apparently leads to heaven in according to the Buddha meanings. And yeah, I did actually find it all, as it's very easy, as you just touch on a slope and it just connects to it, so it's not very hard to find. So you just, as long as you just walk slowly and touch the slopes, and it will just lead you away. And yeah, I just got those 2 lamps with me and just came out. So yeah, back to you, all present past me.
As I explored mostly every area, I happened to find this large crowd gathering up at the main street. This is because the temple itself was almost to its closing time, and the high priest of Zenkoji Temple was about to leave the area. Luckily, I was able to witness this moment before the daytime was ended.
Guys, I just wanted to share you my progress in a way. So I've been lining up for 3 hours to get this. So if you don't know what this is called Goshuin, and it's like basically it's stamps, but it's not like a regular stamp. It's basically that each temple that you go to or shrine you go to, they have this kind of Goshuin like section that that the monks or priests will write to you, write a stamp. Sometimes they, depending on where you go, shrines or temples you go, they won't give you like, they won't write it down for you. They just give you a piece of paper that they've already written. But some do traditionally try to keep them, write it down, and then give it to you. But since it's the Gokkaicho period at the moment of the event, it was so long that I had to wait in line for 3 hours. And let me show you how I started. So I started from here and walked lined all the way to this section, and it literally took me for 3 hours. I lined up, I remember if it was past 3:30, and now it's about like, it's about 4, maybe before, it's before 4 o'clock, and I lined up until 7. I finally reached there, and you can see behind me, it's all covered, the sun has set it, and well, luckily, the weather's quite gone better. So the weather guards are with me again in this time, and hopefully, since it's getting darker, I would like to show you guys about the nighttime. As it gets more darker, they will do the light ups, which am very also looking forward to. So yeah. Oh my god.
as I was quite satisfied with my journey, it was a good time to head back. While I was heading back, I found this cow statue and had this word Ushi o hikarite zenko-ji mairi, which is a poem saying goslings lead the geese to water. The legend coming from this poem started with a greedy old woman who lived in Nagano. One day, when she was washing her laundry, a cow came out of her nowhere and took one of her clothes. And the old woman chased that cow, which led to Zenkoji Temple. As she reached to the temple, a mysterious light surrounded her, and this experience led her to have strong faith towards Buddhism, which also became a part of the legend of this poem. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my trip to Zenkoji. I know it's been a year ago of the experience, but I really enjoyed of how this whole Gokkaicho experience was being placed at Zenkoji. It is a once in a lifetime experience, as I said before. It only happens once in 7 years. So next time it will be 2029. So hopefully when you ever want to travel to Japan and experience this once in 7 year event of this temple, mark your calendars and remember it, because that's the only thing you can do. But anyways, I hope it really motivated you to come to Japan or Zenkoji or this Gokkaicho experience, because it is a very interesting thing. And there are other places that held the same type of events, but it's more smaller, and Zenkoji is one of the big places that holds it mostly around a month. And there are some points that they have some special occasions during these in this month. So if you ever travel to Japan during 2029, please check your calendars or the website, as they will reveal the official schedules about during this process event. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you watched until the end, because make sure to like this video after you watch this. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, as I will do more traveling videos through this channel. And let me know down in the comment section of what is your favorite temples in Japan. Please let me know. I would like to know about it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.